Yes, it seems that betrayal is a thing in the race business. The Southern Poverty Law Center's mission statement declares,
"The SPLC is a catalyst for racial justice in the South and beyond, working in partnership with communities to dismantle white supremacy, strengthen intersectional movements, and advance the human rights of all people."
Then they betrayed their very original intent by funding the very things they were sworn to destroy. The business of race baiting was too important to them to let racial mending get in the way.
Civil rights lawyers Morris Dees and Joseph Levin Jr. founded the SPLC in 1971 to ensure that the promise of the civil rights movement became a reality for all. Since then, they have won numerous landmark legal victories on behalf of the exploited, the powerless, and the forgotten.
And the SPLC has,
between 2014 and 2023, secretly funneled more than $3 million in donated funds to individuals who were associated with various violent extremist groups, including the Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nations, and the National Socialist Party of America.
The racket needed to continue, and for some obnoxious reason, the SPLC decided they needed to keep up the racial hatred and discrimination in order to fight the racial hatred and discrimination.
The Southern Poverty Law Center, SPLC, receives funding primarily from donor contributions, including major donations from corporations like Apple and JP Morgan Chase, George Soros's Open Society Foundations, and individual donors through direct mail campaigns. In fiscal year 2024, the SPLC reported $129 million in revenue, with nearly $800 million in total assets, and an endowment of $822 million as of 2024. It has faced criticism for running urgent fundraising appeals, despite holding reserves sufficient to operate for approximately 6 years, without additional funding, leading watchdog group Charity Watch to assign it an F rating for asset hoarding.
The donors were believing their donations were in good faith and intended to right the wrongs of society. Yes, betrayal is a thing in the race business. There is another betrayal going on. No idea how long it has been going on, but I do know for a fact it has been active for at least 24 years. The National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, NAACP, through its local state chapters, has been conducting shakedown extortion crimes against the very people who are trying their best to help the cause. I don't know if the NAACP's fundraising is as crooked as the SPLC's, but I do know its power is far greater than the SPLC's. The NAACP is so powerful it can reach into a federal agency, even multiple federal agencies, and exercise what is referred to as direct action inside those agencies to control the outcome of legal actions. The Activist Handbook defines direct action as
doing something that helps us achieve our goals without handing power to someone else, for example, the government. Direct action interrupts business as usual, seizes leadership, and introduces an alternative narrative.
The direct action that stole my Fourth Circuit civil case and the EEOC case it emerged from required approval from the NAACP's Executive Committee. Apparently, when you are going to take over the American government, everybody wants in on the action. If you were to arrive at NAACP.org today, you would be faced with this.
You can become a champion for change by making a good faith donation each and every month to the NAACP.
A little further down the page of the NAACP's website, this appears. It states,
NAACP is leading the fight for equality, ensure that Black America continues to thrive. This year will be pivotal. When it comes to civil rights and social justice, we have the unique ability to secure more wins than anyone else. The issues that affect our community will make or break how we continue to thrive in this country. Together, let's amplify the voice of Black America to make sure solutions to our most pressing issues are equitable.
But when it comes to a white person standing up for black equality, getting fired for trying to hire a black female, disabled veteran to a full-time job in the broadcast radio industry, the NAACP wants nothing to do with civil rights or social justice or any pressing issues of equity. It is far more concerned with using its power of direct action to manipulate legal cases and cause one to be discarded and destroyed by the entire executive branch of the United States government, in order to use that destruction as leverage to extort a settlement for the black female from the radio ownership. The NAACP literally extorted, across state lines, the settlement for the female who never got hired and quit her part-time job at the station because of it, by using the white male supervisor's case for being fired for trying to hire her as that leverage. The NAACP reached into the federal government and controlled Robert Mueller of the FBI, Carrie Dominguez of the EEOC, Michael Powell of the FCC, and the Civil Rights Division of the Department of Justice, including that agency's Inspector General and local South Carolina FBI agents, as well as Governor Mark Sanford.
Mark Sanford, a Republican politician, served as the 115th governor of South Carolina from 2003 to 2011. He was first elected in 2002, defeating Democratic incumbent Jim Hodges, and won re-election in 2006 with 55% of the vote.
Then South Carolina Attorney General McMaster's.
Henry McMaster served as the 50th Attorney General of South Carolina from 2003 to 2011. He was first elected to the office in 2002, defeating Democrat Steve Benjamin, and was re-elected in 2006 after running unopposed.
I received a copy of internal email correspondence of him asking Tay Governor what he should do with the problem that I was not supposed to be included in. North Carolina Attorney General Roy Cooper was included in the cover-up.
Roy Cooper is the former 75th governor of North Carolina, serving 2 terms from 2017 to 2025. A Democrat, he previously held the office of Attorney General from 2001 to 2017 and served in the state legislature from 1987 to 2001.
And the office of Senator Lindsey Graham actively covered up the entire NAACP fiasco. Plus, the United States Postal Service stole mail to keep me from making court deadlines. The North Carolina Regional EEOC office controlled the entire extortion crime run by Program Supervisor Billy C. Sanders. Other than this entry, the extensive content about Billy C. Sanders seems to have been scrubbed. I wonder why.
Billy C. Sanders serves as the program manager at the EEOC Charlotte office. He supported Mr. Reuben Daniels, the district director for North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, during a Know Your Rights training event hosted by the EEOC and United Sikhs at the Gurdwara Sahib of Charlotte in North Carolina. During this event, Sanders assisted in addressing community concerns regarding workplace and employment discrimination, including setting up an information table and answering individual questions from attendees.
Searching for Billy C. Sanders, North Carolina EEOC, results in.
Based on the provided search context, there is no record of Billy C. Sanders, the 5th Master Chief Petty Officer of the Navy, being associated with the EEOC or residing in North Carolina. The search results indicate that Billy C. Sanders, born 1936 in Alabama, was a U.S. Navy officer who served as MCPON from 1982 to 1985 and later worked in Pensacola, Florida. The only individual linked to North Carolina in the search results is a Billy Carson Sanders, born 1970, died 2010, whose records appear on Ancestry.com and have no stated connection to the EEOC or the Navy MCPON. Therefore, the provided documents do not support a connection between Billy C. Sanders and the EEOC in North Carolina.
Good morning, sir. Can you tell me your name, please?
My name is Billy C. Sanders.
And what organization do you represent?
I'm with the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, Charlotte District Office.
Right. Yep. It seems that betrayal is a thing in the race business. It should have been stopped years ago, but the Obama and Biden administrations and the first Trump administration, infiltrated with cohorts with the NAACP, Bill Barr, saw to it nothing would be done. I wonder what the price is to own a governor or an attorney general or a cabinet secretary, or the United States Postal Service, or federal prosecutors. Now we have a real Department of Justice and an excellent Supreme Court. I know they have only been working together since 2025, but enough is enough. The case in Re Lee Kent Hempfling has been sitting in the Supreme Court since February 9, 2023, and is very much larger than just the extortion of the NAACP and the South Carolina NAACP. Betrayal is a thing in the race business. Indeed. It has to stop. Now.